When dinosaurs ruled the earth. That's right, folks. We are entering our third film in the Dino Summer. And one might argue this is the best of the three. I think it's number two for me. Trump's Dinosaurus all day. Not as good as The Lost World. Maybe because this movie is insane. I always love when you stumble across a movie that if you were to show it to somebody who's like 15, they'd hate you for the rest of your life. I don't know a single person in my life I would want to show this movie to. That's not me saying it's bad by any means. I really like it. It's just an insane movie that does insane things. One of the key things being, there's not a lot of real language in it. It's a lot of people making up words. And that's weird. This is the first one we're talking about that is set in the past. This is following the events of early man dealing with living with dinosaurs and living near the ocean. And we open up this movie with some narration from a normal person who's like, back in the day, people lived here. And they were weird, and they didn't know what the moon was, and they liked the sun. They didn't speak English. Enjoy. And that's it. That's how this movie starts. Some guy saying, it's weird we didn't know what the moon was. Anyway, here's a story about that. This is an insane movie. And it's kind of brilliant at the same time. It looks really good. It's a Hammer production, and Hammer was really well known for like very intense, low budget horror. And you get that feeling. This is almost shot like a horror movie. The way the camera moves, the way the characters behave. You feel the tensions and dynamics oozing from this thing, even if you don't understand a single thing that is being said by one of these people. That's infuriating as fuck, but you just got to accept it. Because nobody speaks English. It's just noises and weird stuff. This movie stars Victoria Vitri. We've talked about another one of her films recently called Invasion of the Bee Girls. Well, what if you took all the nuance and subtlety of Invasion of the Bee Girls and just chucked it even further out the window, because you have a hot blonde lady wearing next to nothing. That's the premise of this movie. If I were to put it into you as terms very loosely, it's this. What if society thought blonde women were virgin sacrifices, but they had agency? That's the premise, okay? We have, her name's Sana, I guess because it sounds like the sun if you're silly. The movie opens up with her tribe, and her tribe is currently sacrificing 3 blonde women to the sun. They have the symbol of the sun on their head. They don't want to die. These people have weird lizard protection gear on or whatever, and they're like, if we dance and do the ceremony, the sun will come back. If we sacrifice these women, the sun will come back. Only blonde women, because their hair looks like the sun. Do with that what you will. This is also a very 70s Hollywood movie, which means these are all the most gorgeous women you've ever seen. Every single one of these women, aside from a few background characters that aren't supposed to be sexy, they are gorgeous. These are beautiful women with perfect hair, in loincloths, and just tight little bikini stuff, just in the wilderness, just being told, run around, get dirty, hold on to objects phallically. It's sexy as hell. This movie is sexy as hell, and it's also about monogamy, finding your one and being in love. And that's so weird to say about a proto-human movie. What the hell's going on? So Sana doesn't want to die. So she like evades capture when the sun has like a big storm and wind blows on her people. So she falls in the water and she's saved by these other tribesmen. One of them's name is Tara, and Tara is kind of seeing this other girl, and she's not blonde. So she's the bad guy. It's ridiculous. I understand it though, especially in terms of Hollywood and this society. This is a gorgeous woman with perfect blonde hair. Everybody wants to fuck her. I think it's hilarious. It's so specific and weird, but it's a really good bit that this movie's doing, and it's not a bit in the movie. She looks like she's part of the sun. Every guy thinks she's special and interesting, and it makes this other woman jealous. Now, here's the thing about me. I am not into blondes. I never really have been. So I'm like, you got a good thing going with this other girl. Why are you screwing it up, Tara, to go to this, woman who's going to wreak havoc on your life? But it turns out Sana has agency, and she's capable of doing stuff. Anyways, they fall in love, and then, the village is like, what's going on? And their love's forbidden, and they're doing stuff against the wishes. It's about early man just learning how society runs, and how, society is just very limited and stupid, and just a mix of bullshit like that. It's like that for 100 minutes. If you can handle it, you can handle it. But there is a lot of, big set sequences that include the dinosaurs. Now, a big thing we've been talking about with each of these dinosaur movies is looking at how we've evolved since 1925. We're 35 years removed from that now, or even 45, I think, because this is 70, yeah. We're far away from that. These effects look really good. We have very specific dinosaurs in here. We have, the water-based one I can't remember the name of. We have the Triceratops. We have a couple other ones. We have some interesting choices that we make by literally taking real-life lizards and putting stuff on them to make them look more prehistoric. I think we also do that with a crocodile or something. It's a really bold choice. I'm not against it. I think it's pretty smart, and it looks good when you're upscaling it to look bigger in terms of the land we're doing here. Very impressive. Kind of a cool idea to play with. Very unique. We also have big crabs, which I love to see. The pterodactyl stuff's great. There's stuff with vultures trying to kill a guy who's not fully dead. I love crab stuff. Crabs are awesome. I like big crabs. This was really cool use of a crab. Just big crabs terrorizing people towards the end of the movie. It's an insane movie. Because nobody is saying words, but yet you could kind of understand what's happening. This is a village of fishermen. They build a raft and they hunt manta rays. And they don't got a big bounty, so they kind of have to head deeper into the woods in order to hunt there. They get attacked by a Triceratops. And all the while, it's a background noise to Tara and Sana, maybe liking each other. He gives her his necklace, and then his other girl's that's not allowed. You cannot do that. I'm yours. It's insane. But it's also not explicitly these people are dating. It's just more she fancies this guy. That's the other thing about this movie. It's the most beautiful women you've ever seen on film. And then it's a bunch of dudes with vaguely muscular bodies with big bushy beards. Because they're cavemen almost. Do you understand? They don't know how to shave. But their chests are perfectly shaven. I can't hate it. No part of me is able to hate any of the stuff I am seeing on screen. We have very interesting camera work. We have really cool practical effects. I am vibing with everything this movie is putting out. It's very stupid the way everyone's just saying not words, but words that they think are real, and they're just existing. And that's part of the fun. So the big set piece with the aquatic-based dinosaur, that's the first one we really get. It is them trying to light it on fire and throwing spears at it. It looks really good in that capacity. Then we get the one with the Triceratops, and that one looks really good too because it's actually hurting people. I think that's really interesting. Then they get chased by a couple of big iguana-looking lizards or Komodo dragon-looking things and crocodile-looking stuff. It looks great. I don't know, it's just kind of interesting how this can work sometimes and actually be compelling. If there was one downside to the acting portion of things, it would be the expressive nature of the characters. I don't really think they emote well. I think a lot of it's internal feeling as opposed to seeing that on their faces. This is a physically demanding type of performance because nobody knows what you're saying. You have to convey it through your movement. And you get that physically. Not a lot of emotion, but you understand the physicality of what these people are doing, and you buy that more or less. I'm comfortable with what we see in that capacity of things. I don't know, the movie just kind of keeps going. It definitely just keeps going. You think like we got the story figured out, but then this woman's still upset with Sana, and that leads to more directions, and there's like banishment, and then she like runs away from the people, and then she eventually like gets caught up with them again, and they get together, and then they get banished again. This time Tara's with her, and then they capture Tara for abandoning them, and then they string them up to be sacrificed. There's like a weird sacrificial thing in here. The one tribe worships the sun. They like the sun a lot. They're like, you come by all the time, we think you're important, here's our blonde women for you. The other tribe that Tara's a part of, they first see the moon, and they're like, what the fuck? Should we let people be sacrificed to that? So they put Tara up to like be sacrificed to the moon. Little do they know the concept of day and night. But before they can sacrifice Tara, they are attacked by giant crabs because the tide goes in. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. The big crabs come to attack them. And it's a mess. There's also like 6 supporting male characters, all of varying degree of this is a white guy with a brunette beard. I couldn't tell you who does who and what's what going on there. There's an older guy in charge, followed by another guy, and then like a friend to Tara, and then like another guy. Too many guys that look the same. There's also like a side plot of like this one guy who saves this girl from being attacked by a dinosaur, and then they make love and they understand the concept of monogamy. So then they become an official couple, just like Sana and Tara do. And then at the end of the movie, when the crabs attack and the tide comes in, they sail away with Sana and Tara on like the raft that they made, literally beating everybody else away from them. The woman that Tara was with first, she drowns in quicksand, and I'm pissed off. She's really cute and fun. She did nothing wrong. This bitch just showed up and tried to take her shit. She did nothing wrong. I'm dating a brunette. So I'm kind of like, yeah, come on, man. Anyways, they sail away on their raft. They go into the sunset and they wash ashore on new land, waiting for a new horizon that dawns on them and new life can transpire or something. It's fun. You know, it is a very simple, obvious movie. It's grunting and sexy people who just look perfect and are like naked. There is some nudity because like kissing and sex time. And then the dinosaurs look good. It's not like the classic dinosaurs we see. We try to do some variety here and give you different looking concepts. I think that's a really cool thing we have yet to see from these films. Very impressed with how they captured that aspect of stuff. Do I think it could hold the attention of the TikTok generation? By no means. If you're on your phone, you're missing what's happening because nobody is speaking English, and if you don't see what they're looking at when they're saying a nonsense word, you're not going to know what's going on. But there is something special in the bullshit of this movie that really makes it classic Hollywood, classic like B-schlucky stuff that I just adore. It looks great. The updates look great. The Blu-ray for it looks really good. Like, it holds up really well. Even though it's nonsense. I respect it. I admire it. I think it's fun. When dinosaurs ruled the earth, one people like the sun, one people like the moon. They both like killing innocent women. And if you're blonde, I guess it's true what they say, you do have more fun. Sorry. So that is going to do it for this episode of Fantastic Tales. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.